Hello, today I'm going to show you some Python programming techniques. My name is Jessica de Souza and let's go. So the example of the day is to write a function that can write one specific pattern into a comma separated file. So we're going to write one data value. In the second part, we're going to write the same data value but to the power of 2. And the third part, we're going to write a data value added to the data value to the power of 2 and this sum divided by 3. For example, in the file, the first value we're going to write is the number 3. Other number is 3 to the power of 2, which is 9. And then 3 added to 9 divided by 3, which is 4. First, let's talk about some prerequisites. The function signature will be write underscore columns with the input variables data and fname. Data is a list of integers or floats, and fname is the file name that we will be saving the math operations. And also the floats will be 3 digits decimal. For example, data would be a list from 1, 2, 3, 5, and 10, and the file name will be numbers.txt. We expect to have as result in the first, second, and also in the third column the following results. So let's sketch some items we need to follow in order to have the code working. First, we need to verify if the inputs are correct, open the file in writing mode, have a for loop to go into every item in the data variable, perform the 3 operations we need, store them in separate variables, and then put them in one line with all the results separated by comma. And then we write each line in the file, and once we finish, we can close the file. Alright, let's put this problem in practice. We are going to open Visual Studio for that. So we will start by defining the function, which is write underscore columns, and then it will take 2 variables as parameters, data and fname. Don't forget the semicolon after the definition. Then we're gonna add 3 quotes, and in the middle of those quotes we will add the description of what each parameter means and the type of data. In this case, for data, it is a list with the input values, and also for the fname, it is the name of the output file. We then get fname and open the file in writing mode using the Python function open. Next, we're gonna iterate through the data list by using a for loop. In the for loop, what we're gonna do is that we will transform each number in the list as a float so we could do the math operation, and then we were gonna create 3 variables: operation 1, operation 2, and operation 3. We're gonna use the round factor so we could have the 3-digit decimals as it was the requirement before. And then remember, the operation 1 is the regular number, the operation 2 is the number to the power of 2, and the operation 3 is the sum of the operation 1 and the operation 2 divided by 3. Then we write all the operation values into the line variable, converting each number to a string and separating them by a comma and a space. Also, at the end of the line variable, we need to add the \n to having after each iteration a new line in the text file. Then we write file.write line where we are going to store the variable into the file, and then once we go through all of the list, we can close the file. Then I just added the main function inside this file so we can actually run the program and do everything at once. So inside the main function, I created one variable d with 3 numbers that we're gonna run through the write columns, and also the name of the file, math.txt. We can then run the program and open the file that we created, and you can see that the final results are equal what we were expecting. Now we can add the asserts, which is the function that will verify if the input that we entered for fname and also the data are correct. So we are using the isInstance function for verifying if the data is a list item and also if the fname is a string. Now I'm gonna change the parameters from the d variable And then we're gonna notice that there is some assertion error related to the issue with those inputs. This is a great way to debug your code and make sure the input is correct. Thank you for watching.